Welcome is what Prince George feels like. It's the hub of British Columbia's northern half, but still reminds you of your small hometown where toques are practically uniform and where heritage is respected. And every landmark has a story, where state-of-the-art design and the serenity of the wild aren't separated by more than a few minutes. Where students gather to discover what the North can teach them, and to reflect on those lessons. For Canada's future Olympians, it's the perfect place to step onto the national stage. And for British Columbia to make Canada Winter Games history, hosting for the very first time. An event that will create a legacy here in Prince George. An experience the athletes will never forget. Welcome to the 2015 Canada Winter Games. Welcome to Prince George.
So here we are in beautiful Prince George. Being an alumni of the Canada Games myself, I know how important those games are for these athletes. And through our show, I'll be glad to share with you their trials, their triumphs, and all the stories surrounding them. Fencing has always been a part of my life. I started when I was 13 years old and just fell in love with the sport. I've competed all over the world, at the Pan American Games and the Summer Olympics. I was in Beijing in 2008 and London in 2012. Fencing takes up a lot of my time, but when I'm not training or competing, I love to give back to the community and speak to young aspiring athletes. Competing in the Canada Games was such a huge stepping stone for my career. It's an honor for me to be here in Prince George and see the community's hard work. So people are arriving from all across Canada here in Prince George. And our reporter, Zach Singer, had the chance to greet them at the airport to have a little taste of the excitement.
Well, thousands of people are arriving in Prince George over the next couple of days. We're catching up with a few of them as they get off their flight and finding out what do the Winter Games mean to them.
It's just so great for our economy here and for Prince George. We expect over 15,000 visitors, so from all over Canada. I've enjoyed already just a day and a half of meeting people from across Canada.
And it's about people in the north showing off the north, so really happy to be here and it's fantastic.
Oh, it's just visiting family and a good time to meet other people and Canada kind of coming together at event.
It means being out with the public and being enjoying meeting the athletes that come to the area, and that's the biggest reason why I wanted to be here.
Both my nieces are hoping to be in the Olympics one day, and yeah, there's a decent chance they both will be.
I want to welcome Elvis Elite to Canada Winter Games TV today. Elvis, what do the Winter Games mean to you?
Well, the Winter Games up in Prince George, they get me all shook up, baby.
Do they really? Tell me what your favorite part of the games is going to be. What do you think?
I think up here is the community, seeing community get together, all of Canada together. There's really, there's just a sense of oneness here, and that's what Canada's all about.
So can you sing a little something for me? Just a little bit?
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh.
Give back! Give back! Give back!
Go Team BC!
Well, we've met a lot of friends, family, and fans of athletes competing in this year's Winter Games. Heck, I even met Elvis today, and he's excited. So there's definitely a buzz. Everyone is ready to go, and we're looking forward to the beginning of the games. Zach Singer, Canada Winter Games TV today.
Via Sport Productions is really a way for us to spread out the reach of amateur sport within BC and the world.
We have an opportunity to live stream, we can cover events, all ages and stages of life. For the first time, we can bring amateur sport to our community and to our province and to our country.
Via Sport is the organization tasked with making sure all the different moving parts in the sport system are aligned so as to deliver the best possible sport and fitness product for every citizen in every corner of the province.
Via Sport is about growing sport and physical activity throughout the province of British Columbia. At the end of the day, we want more people playing more sport for a longer time in more places.
The opening ceremonies were held at the CN Center here in beautiful Prince George. There were thousands of fans, thousands of people to witness all the partying, the celebration. And we had the chance to have our journalist, Imad Agahi, to capture it all.
Hundreds of young athletes from every corner of our great nation cheering on their teams and wearing their proud colors.
Athletes are the stars of the show. There's over the 1,200 athletes, and they're already filing in now about an hour and a half before the show. So it's going to be a high energy celebration, and it's going to really illuminate the north.
Thank you to Prince George. Everybody here, that entire city came together, and they're so proud of what they've accomplished. I know that all the athletes feel incredibly welcome, and they should, because we love having them.
I'm honored to be selected as flag bearer, so I'm going to be leading Alberta into the stadium.
Fantastic to get to be a part of something that's national like this, and to see all the athletes here all pumped already for the opening ceremonies and so forth. It reminds me when I was in the Summer Canada Games back in 1973. It's a great place to build camaraderie and go against the best in your sport. So.
And for those who couldn't be at the CN Center to watch the opening ceremony, they're doing it here at the Canada Games Plaza, together, standing next to friends, neighbors, and family. The cold No match for the blanket of pride covering Prince George and its people now that the games are underway.
I think it's our real opportunity to show the rest of Canada and the world that Prince George is an awesome place.
It's just community.
Everybody
so awesome.
coming together, it's such a great thing to see.
It's really fantastic. It's nice to see the community pulling together and showing up for something like this.
On guard for. And at the night's end, the singing of O Canada echoed across the city. Canada, we stand on guard for. Emad Agahi for Canada Games TV today.
And the torch. Before I arrived here, we had the chance to follow it all through BC, from Victoria all the way until it came here, and we're just happy to show it to you.
Torchbearer and honorary Team BC captain Kelsey Surwa was on hand to welcome the torch to its first stop in British Columbia. As a Canada Games alumni, Surwa hopes to provide important guidance to the athletes.
So just to be able to share my experiences of what to expect and really emphasize the power of unity in a team and supporting each other, and yeah, gonna have a good time.
Northern British Columbia.
Team BC curler Tim Henderson is one of those athletes Surwa hopes to inspire.
Just the entire experience, just all of like so many memories being made, all the different travels, the different games, different scenarios. I mean, it'll just be great meeting all the people. Yeah.
Henderson hopes the Winter Games will continue him on the same path Surwa managed to carve for herself.
Kelsey, she did BC Winter Games, I did BC Winter Games. She did Canada Winter Games, I did Canada Winter Games. She did Olympics. Who knows?
As the torch continued across BC, the anticipation and excitement of the athletes carried on into Prince George. Justin Kwan for Canada Games TV today.
There is an ancient rhythm that flows through all things, through rocky spires and ocean's swell, the endless stillness of green, and in the restless depths of human hearts, the voice of the wild within.
Well, it's day 3 of the Canada Winter Games. We've had a lot of exciting events already, and there's so much more to come.
That's right, Zach. And taking a look at tomorrow's events, there's a lot to look forward to. Alpine skiing is taking place at Tabor Mountain, so that's definitely something to check out. And then there's also biathlon at the Nordic Ski Center, and that's a sport that actually our Robin Batchelor will tell us about later on in the week and really look at the sport and what makes it up. And then wheelchair basketball is taking place at Dutchess Park Secondary School.
That's right, but it's not just the sporting events happening. The whole community has events all over the place, including right here at the Canada Games Plaza downtown. You can go and visit Clitley Tenay, the First Nation that actually is hosting the games. And it's the first time a First Nation has ever hosted these games before.
That's right, Zach, and their pavilion will be here for the entire game, so it's definitely something that you should go and check out and explore.
Absolutely, and be sure to tune in later this week for more stories on different people in the community and all of your favorite athletes.
Welcome to CN Center and the opening ceremony of the 2015 Canada Winter Games. We present to you the athletes of the 2015 Canada Winter
Being a Canada Games alumni myself, I know how important those games are for all these athletes here in Prince George. Within the next 2 weeks, I will have the honor, the privilege to share with you their trials and their triumphs. So thanks for stopping by. We'll be back on tomorrow night.